Hey everyone, and congratulations with tonight's performance. You guys chose some pretty iconic songs to perform tonight, and it's pretty hard to make an iconic song sound like you instead of just another karaoke version. So, how were you able to reconstruct these songs and make them your own? And at the same time, how do you feel doing that kind of impacts you as a songwriter or an artist?
Yeah, the song I sang tonight was "Georgia on My Mind," obviously, and it's a Ray Charles song, and it was not originally, one of the songs that I came in with. It was kind of just one that me and John figured out together, and I was trying to add everything that I had into it, my traditional country roots, making sure that um, I was adding all of my personality into it. So I think it really pushed me as an artist, just because it's not a country song. It was an I can't remember who originally sang it, but Ray Charles made a very big hit off of it. So it wasn't a country song, and everyone does it. But I was just trying to make sure that I had all of my country roots and making sure that it was me. And so that pushed me as an artist, kind of figuring out what I wanted to do with it.
This is an epic song, and I I really wanted to stay true to that as much as possible. I mean, I feel like um, this is a song that's I feel like I was kind of reintroducing it to a whole different generation as well. I grew up hearing the Nilsson version, and then of course Mariah Carey did her version, which was amazing. So it was really special, and it definitely felt the pressure of singing such an iconic big song, but at the same time, it also like it's pretty special. I mean, it's amazing to be able to stand up on a giant rock and sing this big song, and it was an amazing experience. And so it definitely fuels you. I mean, you want to hold true to it, but you also want to be true to yourself. So you try to find that, and that's why the coaching is so important. Blake really helped me find that balance.
If you, Ian?
Yeah, Angel, Sarah McLaughlin, it's as iconic as it gets. Everybody has their own vision of where they know that song from, and everybody knows it. So for me, being a songwriter, the main thing is to always pay homage to the way it was written, but trying to put your own identity inside it. And for me, with this song, since she and I probably have polar opposite voices, I felt that I would put my own identity on it by just singing the actual melody and just trying to be as true to it as I could. And I rearranged it with a guitar and changed the key. But otherwise, I kept pretty true to the song. And as an artist, I think that's the best thing you can do for another songwriter.
I tend to do a song pretty straightforward, a lot in the the rhythms of the original song and everything. I stayed pretty true to it. I feel like country music fans want you to stay close to the version of things that they know. But at the same time, my voice is going to come out, different than like Blake Shelton's voice. We're our own person, so just me. Even though to me it feels like I'm doing fairly close to the original, inevitably it's going to come out in my own voice, obviously. So that usually takes care of itself pretty good. You just kind of let it be what it's going to have. Let it do what it's going to do.
Right. And in doing that, do you feel like it has any impact on your songwriting? Does it make you a better songwriter because you're able to kind of rearrange songs like that?
Yeah, when you're writing your own song, that's when you start to really find out what is your own voice, because you don't have that starting point from anybody else that you're kind of using as a reference. It comes out how it's going to come out of inside of you. And I tend to, if something I write tends to come out with a little bit of a bluesy country sound to it. That's just and I don't know that's not something I plan. It just kind of comes out that way.
Wow. So yes, In Vogue, Don't Let Go is very much so an iconic song that you Just like Tony, just like Tina, just like Tevin, you don't really touch those songs. So it is a big challenge to try to keep the staples in there, but then still try to put yourself on there so you don't sound like you're just karaoke singing. So it just takes the time. You just have to sit down and take the time and just listen to the music and really find yourself in this. Like you have to make it your own, but you don't want to make it too much of your own that is not recognizable. So it just, one, it takes courage because you gotta definitely believe it in your mind that you can do it, because once you do it and people hear it, they're like, okay, so she changed that, but you got to be confident about it. So it definitely takes confidence, and it just takes patience to just sit down and just completely deconstruct it, put in what you cannot take out, and then recreate something with what you possibly can. If that made any sense.
Yeah, that's how I felt with my song too. Brandy Carlisle, just that song is just incredible, and it's, I mean, iconic, honestly. Like it's just like she sings it so well, and it was very intimidating to take on the song. And it was hard to change this one because I feel like it's such a, it has to be sung in such a specific way, and I had a hard time trying to figure out how to make it sound like me. But I think that I really tried to, you know, put my own spin on it and turn it into a Cammy version, and I hope that it came across that way.